Hello, friends. Welcome back to Home Sense with Nell. So, the temperatures are dropping and the sun is getting low in the sky, but there's still a delicious and easy to grow vegetable that we can plant right now. So, friends, lettuce is a wonderful, quick growing, nutritious green that we can grow in the cooler temperatures in most of the United States. As long as it's not freezing, lettuce is usually pretty hardy and pretty easy to grow. So today I'm going to share with you how I grow lettuce in my garden here in Zone 10A, Southern California. So as you guys might know, whenever I have a deep container to fill, I always fill the bottom few inches with recyclable food safe items such as cans or bottles, or even pre-used garden soil or sticks, basically pretty much anything that can act as a filler. And after I fill the bottom few inches with that, I go ahead and add good potting mix to the next layer of about 6 to 8 inches of the container. Sometimes I use my own mixture of Nell's mix, and I will leave a link down below to share how I mix that. Or if I don't have any of that, or I'm just doing a couple of containers, I'll use bag potting soil, such as this Kellogg's Patio Plus mix. And as you can see, the Patio Plus mix has a mixture of compost and soil and wood chips. It's pretty well balanced. So again, I will add the Patio Plus to fill in about 6 to 8 inches of this container. As always, I hope this video finds you all healthy and safe and spending quality times with your family right now. Now here I'm just breaking up any lumps. Sometimes you do find lumps in the bag soil as well as when you're refreshing your own previously used potting mix. If I find any lumps or any roots or anything like that, I usually try to remove those from the pot. Also, it's a good idea when you're container gardening to leave about 1 or 2 inch space between the soil and the rim of the pot. You want to allow enough room for the water to be able to drain down into the soil rather than running off the sides of the pot. Okay, so once the pot is filled and the soil is smoothed out and lightly tapped down, I usually like to moisten the soil. I think it's a lot easier to moisten it now and then plant rather than to try to moisten it after the seeds are already added to the layer to the soil, because I don't want to drown the seeds or make them sink down too far into the soil. So I prefer to do it this way. Now next, guys, I have some lettuce seeds that I actually harvested from one of my own lettuce plants that bolted last summer. And I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle these on the top of the soil very lightly. Now I like to practice square foot gardening in my raised garden beds, and I will place a link down below to my latest square foot gardening videos. But in this case, because I want to harvest this lettuce as more of a like a cut and come again type lettuce, I don't want to harvest the full heads. I'm not going to follow any of the square foot gardening distancing or planting measures or grids. I'm just going to sprinkle it evenly on the top of the soil. So I find I have a lot better germination when I actually press the seeds down to make full contact with the soil. So that's what I'm doing here. I just press them lightly down so that each one is embedded in the soil. And I actually did an experiment, which, sorry, I lost some of the footage, but I did an experiment where I covered half of the pot with soil and the other half I left uncovered. And this is because doing research on how to plant lettuce, I had seen some advice where it would say to, plant the seeds a 1/4 inch under the soil, and then other advice that would say just to plant them on top of the soil. So I decided to do it both ways and see which side grew better. And after I planted them, I went ahead and just sprayed them lightly with water to keep them moist. And after about a week, my lettuce began germinating. Lettuce is an easy crop to grow because it doesn't require a lot of sunlight. It can germinate with just about 3 to 6 hours of sun a day. So it's great for part shade areas or areas that don't receive full sun. Lettuce prefers temperatures of about 40 to 70 degrees, so it's great for fall. And after about 4 to 6 weeks, this is what my lettuce crop looked like. And as you can see, it's doing great. It's growing pretty tall, and it is growing taller on the half of the pot that was not covered with soil. So again, I planted it, I tapped it down and made sure it made contact with the soil, but I did not cover it with a fine layer of soil on top of that. But either way, both sides are growing, and lettuce is so simple to take care of. I only fertilize it with a little bit of diluted fish fertilizer about once every 10 days, and I make sure it gets about 3 to 6 hours of sun per day, and that's about it. So if you're looking for something very nutritious and easy to grow, consider lettuce. Thanks for stopping by my channel where I talk about home decor, DIYs, gardening, and other topics related to making your home your sanctuary on a budget. If that's your thing, please subscribe. Please leave me a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you, and I will see you next time.